Hi, it's Sarah with MyNaturalBabyBirth.com. I wanted to point out the top post on the website. It is called 59 Things to Do at Home Before the Baby Arrives. And I'm not going to go through all 59 of those things right now. I'll put a link to it. You can go there, check it out, even download a checklist so you don't miss anything. But I wanted to hit the 5, 7 or so things from that list after having 3 babies of my own, what I feel is essential for you to have at home when you are getting ready for the baby. Don't freak out about all the latest and greatest things that you feel you need to have. I promise, after having a few, simplicity is essential. Everything on that list is great and I recommend it, but if you're low on time, then these are the essentials that I highly recommend. Number 1, even if you are going to cloth diaper your babies, I did partly, I recommend you still have disposable diapers and disposable wipes, because there are going to be times when all those cloth diapers aren't clean. They're still wet. They're in the dryer. Or you are on the go and you do not have the wet bag for the dirty cloth diaper. You can have the disposable one and the disposable wipes right there. If you've got a sitter or grandma's watching the baby and they have no idea what to do with the cloth diaper, just have disposables. Just have them as a backup. Highly recommend them. The next thing I recommend is swaddling blankets. A newborn baby honestly doesn't need a lot of clothing. They're going to grow so fast that even those adorable little newborn baby outfits, they only can wear them for maybe a week or 2 at the most. But they absolutely need to have blankets to be swaddled in while they sleep. They sleep more comfortable and well that way when they're all curled up nice and snug. So I recommend getting a handful of those, 3 to 5, so that you are set to keep them calm for sleeping and carrying around for sure. The next thing I recommend is a nursing bra, and you need to try it on before you buy it. You've got to see how it works. Some of them open from the side, some of them unclip from the top, some of them are simply like loose and elastic so that you can slide it out of the way while you're nursing out in public, or if you still have a blouse on. And if you still get wet, you're gonna leak milk. You want to make sure that this nursing bra is padded, or else your whole front's still gonna be wet, and you just simply want it to be comfortable. Some of them are not, some of them are, so get yourself a few awesome nursing bras to check out before you do that. For you, especially when you're going to be at home bleeding and recovering for the few weeks after your birth, you're going to need the big menstrual pads and the big, there's a different name for them, the big menstrual pads, and a Periwash bottle so that you can spray yourself down when you use the bathroom, because you can't wipe, especially if you have stitches. And those 2 things you actually do not have to go out and buy. If you give birth in a hospital or in a care center, they will often provide it for you, and you can ask for extra. Can I get more pads? Can I get an extra wash bottle? And you can take it home, and it will usually, especially the pads, they'll usually last you long enough before you need to switch over to just basic period maxi pads with wings. But those little wash bottles, they just squirt out at the right speed and the right volume with the warm water when you need to wash yourself. They are like a godsend. So make sure you have those. You shouldn't have to buy them. Ask your care provider for them. The next thing, absolutely, is you need your car seat for the baby. Now, there's millions of car seats I could recommend. If you're just starting out, I would go with anything that is convertible, so it can last for the whole life of your baby. Usually with a newborn or an infant, it's easier to have the type with a handle that you can just snap right into the seat and pull out and carry with you. And then you switch over to a bigger, larger convertible one that lasts all the way through when they're a kindergartner. Do a little bit of research. Don't stress, they're all safe, and just pick one that works well for you. But that's an absolute must to have. And then the last thing I say is you've got to have a breast pump and baby bottles. Now, I absolutely know if you want to exclusively breastfeed, that's fantastic. I wholly support you in that. I absolutely wanted to as well, but I had to go back to work. And more on my priority list was having enough milk for as long as possible to nurse my kids for at least a year. So that meant having a pump and getting their father to feed them with bottles. And so you can absolutely as well get a free breast pump through your insurance. You usually just have to go to a medical supply store and they can provide you with a breast pump. You often can't choose what type that you want because it is free, so you can purchase one online, but that is a way to get it absolutely for free because most insurance plans cover that now with preventative care. And then make sure you have baby bottles just in case you're not there to ensure that someone could feed the little one if you're away at work or ill or whatever the reason may be. I recommend the bottles with the drop-in liners by Playtex so that they collapse more naturally like your breast does when you're feeding them, and there's less air swallowing and suction problems on other just simple plastic bottles. I will link to all of these things that I've used that I recommend that you can check out below this video and with this post. But those are the essentials, I would say, amongst this big long list. Feel free to check out the list of 59 things that I do recommend and learned over the years. Get yourself the download, but also ensure you have the essentials. If you are still getting ready for birth, your labor and delivery, and you're not quite sure what to do, check out mynaturalbabybirth.com/ebook, and in there I have the 3 secrets that I learned to combat the enemy of a calm, enjoyable birth so that you can have the best experience possible, decrease your pain, decrease your time in labor, and decrease the risk of having complications by simple things you can do right now. So get a copy of that too, mynaturalbabybirth.com/ebook, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.